everybody, this is Cynda Sales, and today in our coaching session for realtors, this is going to be focused more towards newer agents. Older agents can always get a little bit of a refresher course, but this is a common thing that's asked, and it's a really important thing, and it's how do I get leads? How do I get buyers and sellers? Well, there's some very good tried and true ways to do it. And I'm going to share some, not so much some techniques with you today, but kind of let you know, here's how you're going to go about it. So one of the biggest things that a realtor has that's important to continue their business is to build a database. And you're going to build that database with people that you know. Because that's where we all start. When in sales, we start with the people that we know. Since we don't really have a product that we sell, we're actually selling ourselves, right? I mean, we do sell a product, we sell homes, but we're actually selling ourselves to someone. We're trying to get someone to engage with us, to work with us so that we can help them. And the best way to do that is to reach out to the people you know. So I wrote down some notes for myself so I wouldn't forget anything, but you want to take time to sit down and think about who do you know. And you have to think about it kind of hard, because you might think, I don't know anybody, or I only know a couple of people, but you probably know a lot more people if you think about friends and family, of course, neighbors, the people that you know in the neighborhood, associations, church affiliations, or business affiliations that you may have, including past jobs that you had at one time or another, those people that you still stay in contact with. And think about people that you have casual acquaintances with, people that are in your networking groups or clubs that you're in, anything like that that you're involved with other people. This is a people business. So reach out to those people. And how do you reach out to those people? Well, the way that you do that, there's a couple of different ways that you can do it. So some of you may be on Facebook, and you may know a lot of people. And I have a few agents in my office that's the only way that they reach out to people is through Facebook and Instagram, and they have a wonderful business doing that. So they're engaged in Facebook. Now, we're not going to go down that road because that's kind of a different path to go down to teach you about, but I'm just going to lightly tell you the places to go to start exploring. So Instagram has become very, very popular, and it's a new face of social media. It's a quick thing. If you're proficient in Instagram, that's a way for you to tell stories, to blog, to do all kinds of different ways to engage with people on Instagram. Now, I've been called the postcard queen because that's where I had my biggest claim to fame. I use postcards, and I still do today. So I send postcards out to people, and I advertise. I tell them, I offer free services for them. I tell them about market properties that I have on the market, listings that I have about the market, what's going on with the market. Sometimes I send them cards on the holidays and say Happy Mother's Day or Happy Valentine's Day, things like that. Anyway, just keep my name in front of them. They look at the card and they typically throw it away, but they remember me and my Volkswagen. Emails. You can email people if you've got email lists. You need to call people on the phone and tell them that you've gotten into real estate, or you can call them and say, hey, I haven't talked to you for a while, was wondering what's going on with you. Always touching with people. You have to keep in relationships with people, and you have to continue to be touching them all the time. In your building of your database, some of you may be starting out and you don't have very much money. I really encourage people to get a database, like a Wise Agent. We use that one because it's relatively inexpensive, and it can do a lot of things. It can do drip campaigns for us. It stores all of the data about the people that we do business with, all of our buyers and sellers that we've worked with through the years. So that's really important to have that. And when you talk to people, you will want to make notes in your database and say, I talked to that person on March 15th of 2018, and so, oh gosh, it's been a year. I better call that person. Don't let a year go by. That's too long. You should have been at least sending them postcards or emails or something. You might call them once a year, but you want to be touching them way more than that. Make sure that if you're a new person, you're getting into the business, you want to send out an introductory letter telling people that you're in real estate, and then you want to be touching them every week for about 8 weeks. And that is with emails, with texting, with phone calls, sending them a market report. And when I mean a market report, telling them what's going on in the market right now with real estate. We have 2.5 months of inventory right now in the real estate market, which means it is such a strong seller's market that we don't really even have very much inventory to sell on the resale side of it, and in some price ranges. Things like that. You can give them neighborhood reports telling them about their neighborhood. So pick out things that are going on, how many houses have sold and what they sold for. People want to know what's going on around their neighborhood. And then, of course, expireds. That would be homes that were on the market, expired, and they didn't sell for some reason. Those are great ways to get in touch with people and help them sell their homes. And for sale by owners, those are the homes that sometimes they are in MLS, but they're not really for sale by owners because they are listed with an agent, or they wouldn't be in MLS. So you'd have to go to the for sale by owner websites to look those up, or drive the neighborhoods to find those signs. You don't even really see so many of those right now because the market is so good. Inventory is a little bit tight, so working with buyers, if you're just starting out, is really good. Now, some people will sign up for Zillow and Realtor.com. You know, that's completely up to you. That's a big investment to make. I don't know how quality the leads are from those. If you do get leads, you probably have to spend a lot of money to get them. Don't be too fooled by the telemarketers that call in and want to sell you leads. I get them all the time. I have leads for you in Independence. If that's your cup of tea, I'd really look into that, but it's going to cost you some money to do that, and it may not be a good use of money. I think you'd be better off to use your money to contact the people that you know. Because remember, the people that know you love you and trust you, and they want to help you. So that's the first thing to remember when you're getting started in this business. So if you have any other questions about it, reach out to me at cyndasales@gmail.com. Be happy to answer any of your emails. Thank you for stopping by today, and have a wonderful day.